So yeah, Martin, what motivated you to build a crypto product?
Hi everyone. Ah, so crypto is very exciting in general. It's cutting edge tech, right? So I see it similar as it was like at the beginning of 2000 when internet was around. Yeah, so you could build something completely new, something like out of thin air, and this is something that like motivates me personally to build something in Web3 and crypto. Not just the financial aspect, but the fact that it's like cutting edge and super new. That's that's mainly why.
Jasmine, what are your thoughts here?
So for me, I've always been passionate about cryptography. I was making games on cryptography in high school and winning congressional app challenges. And so when I found out about Bitcoin, the nerd in me was just sparked, ignited, like really digital money. So my whole idea was to benefit from a social impact point of view more than just building, building finance, building this wealth. Yes, wealth is amazing, but how is it impacting people? And that was my goal for building my own, company. I had worked for the Blockchain Education Network, worked for NASA, worked for Maxar Technologies, working in AI ML. And I said, look, I want to do my own thing where I can impact people. And I feel as though Web3 security, we're literally at the cusp of something so passionate and something so, just groundbreaking, where it's going to change the way we see mass adoption, protecting people, right? So that's why I started my own project.
Please, can you share your thoughts here?
Sure. So for me, it was always about finance. Being a finance guy, working 5 years in the jewelry sector, I saw a lot of potential being wasted in terms of, stock, in terms of the potential of an artist. And secondly, in blockchain and crypto, I found that provides you the best solution when it comes to fighting sustainability, looking into supply chain, unlocking the potential, not just of an artist, but also in jewelry industry in total.
Sukant, I think this question primarily revolves around you as you are into your final years of your graduation. Why do you chose crypto as a stream and what motivated you to build a crypto product?
Okay, so basically right now I am doing BTech in information technology, and what happened is like I was sitting in home during the pandemic times, and I just started. I read somewhere in newspaper that blockchain is doing something, and then I started researching about blockchain, and then I got to learn like there is endless possibilities. Then I started learning blockchain, like I learned Solidity, and then I applied. I remember there was a fellowship from Solana for India, and I applied for that fellowship and got selected. After that, I learned Rust. Then I went into core of blockchain, and I saw like we can. This is how internet changed the world in last 20 years. The blockchain can change in next 20 years, and then I did the thing. Right now, I am interning with Government of India in Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as a blockchain intern. And then I saw like one of my friends' grandmother like had heart attack, and basically they were not able to contact emergency services at that point of time. And then we got an idea to build this watch. So that's how the whole journey revolved. Yeah.
Aayush, can you pitch in on the same question?
So blockchain became a necessity for us because everybody knows that medical data is very sensitive, and there have been multiple instances where the systems, the EHR systems and the infrastructures were hacked and the data got leaked. So, we started back in 2018, and the main question that we used to face from the doctors were, how secure is your network? What is the data privacy? And that is when blockchain became the necessity for us, where we had to do the transition from web 2 to web 3. And yes, since then it has been game changer for us, where we have been able to scale up very quickly. The question that every doctor had about a data privacy has been eliminated with the use of blockchain. So blockchain has been doing wonders for us.
Cool, cool. Yeah, moving the wheel back by 180 degree, Ayush, like what were the major challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them in your product development cycle?
So when we started implementing blockchain into our system, so the biggest challenge was finding blockchain developers because we started implementing it pretty earlier and the pool of developers was very small in the country. So the biggest challenge was finding that, then identifying the chain that we should implement, what will be the cost, because since the quantity of data that we exchange daily is huge, so the cost was very important factor there, and the biggest challenge was definitely finding a developer.
Sukant, can you take up from here?
Okay, sure. So, see, making a watch is not easy thing. It requires like knowledge of electronics. It requires knowledge of IoT, everything. So my first, like when I got the idea, my first challenge was to find a good team, because if the team is not there, your idea or product is not there. So then I met with Aditya, and he's from electronics, and then he was the guy who woke up whole night, made the PCB design for this watch in just one night by learning the whole KiCad. So after that, we went far. Then we had to, have this idea validated by someone. So then we contacted Solana, like LinkedIn. So basically everything, like, going towards the thing, answering each and every question, researching about everything, then putting things on blockchain. So everything, like even Aditya learned the whole Rust language in just 15 days to support, because we were not able to find any blockchain developer. And even if there is blockchain developer who are doing freelancing, we have to pay them, and we don't have that much money because we were not funded even now. So then he also learned, he supported. So that's how the journey went for this watch. We had a lot of problem, but we overcome. So that's why it's great. I am proud of having this team. So that was it.
Naman, can we have your experience here?
So for me, the biggest challenge was uh, creating an awareness in the jewelry industry, because what we understood early on, especially with this crypto crash happening, crypto winter coming, is we cannot build in silo. Uh, we cannot build a commodity just by thinking blockchain and Web3. We have to work closely with the jewelry industry, their influencers, their artists, and first create an awareness what blockchain actually is and how they can. We are not replacing them or replacing their art, but actually adding value on top of it. So for us, the biggest challenge was convincing them, trying to explain them the power the blockchain brings in the industry and taking them on board. Uh, all thanks to the team. Luckily, since we have been working closely with the jewelry industry, it is possible, but still the challenge continues on.
I think for me, the biggest challenge was finding people who are experts in cybersecurity who know Web3. I think that is like finding a unicorn out of nowhere. And I think the beauty is, and that's why I'm very, very blessed to have a founding team. It's like to have people who understand blockchain technology to a T, decentralization to a T, and then also have done penetration testing in Web2. That is an anomaly. So that's one thing. And also building a brand, I'm a techie. So my mindset was hire devs. But in actuality, and I feel like a lot of us in the blockchain space forget, sales and marketing is important. If you don't have sales and marketing, you don't have customers. So I think that was the biggest hurdle to hop over. And, originally the company was called Cena Labs. That was my whole idea. Cena Labs means heaven on earth. The idea was, hey, if we can make crypto heaven on earth for people by creating better security tooling, this can be amazing. Then I had an epiphany a few months ago, and I said, Rektify AI. Okay, use the word rec in crypto because we have that funny pun, rec, when we have a rec or rug, and then, inject that in the word rectify, which means to make good. That is how you build a brand and make something stick, especially in an industry that's so flowing and so growing, such as crypto.
Martin, can you please come in here?
Cool. So in case of MetaGymLand, I think like most of the challenges are still ahead of us because like we are a very, very fresh project. But I can picture like three things. First one is how to onboard users that don't know anything about crypto. Yeah. So for example, we have a demo entry without crypto and actual entry when you need to have a NFT. Second bit, like we have NFTs, which wasn't that difficult to onboard NFTs in our product, but if we would like to have a token, ERC20 token, how to design that token such that it will actually make sense, such that it will not just be a meaningless governance token, but something that will have an actual utility. And the first biggest challenge, our project is still fresh. We are still looking for product market fit, how to actually validate that product market fit, how to conduct user research, etc. Yeah, so I would say those three main challenges in our case.
Now, yeah, as we are already about half an hour late of our regular timing, so like I would like to have your opinion on the final question, which I usually ask to all the startup to which I talk to, like why blockchain?
Why blockchain? Because it's cool. that's the main reason, and it's new. So we had the chance to like get the market share of something that's not yet occupied, like web mobile apps. They're fairly occupied. Software as a service is fairly occupied. So we see blockchain as something that's like there's a lot of space to accommodate. Even if we have competitors, there's lots of room to take over. So that's why.
I love this question. So, why blockchain? I'm a data scientist. Blockchain is a immutable database, literally key point and center. I believe that this world of crypto, Web3, DeFi, what you name it, is going to give opportunities for people all over the world to not only build generational wealth, but to build really amazing tooling that people can use to navigate this space. My main key is to bring people into this space, have mass adoption, but also to educate them on the ins and outs and how to secure yourself. Because it's no point in owning crypto if you can't secure it. That is key for projects, for users. When you set up a wallet, you now become your own bank. So for me, when people say why blockchain, not only do I believe that it's the future, but it's an opportunity where all of us can participate. It's a decentralized entity that we've never seen ever before, especially in our age, and then it's powered by technology. This is something beautiful, and we're at the cusp of something so amazing. And I feel like in the next 10 years, the question won't be why blockchain, the question will be what's next.
Adding to them, see, blockchain has brought something which was not there. It was created because of the word decentralization, and it provides a tool which can actually solve many real world use cases. So for me, blockchain is a tool which was never there before. It solves a big issue in the jewelry industry of decentralization by empowering the artist, as well as the image problem which the jewelry industry has. Right now, blockchain is the biggest tool which, if they can leverage, it can completely change the game of the in the industry itself.
Okay, so for me, I will just answer why blockchain in healthcare. Okay, so let's say even if you are wearing a watch and it tracks all your data, I will not say like the things, but we know that either it gets leaked or it gets sold for having, and health data is data which is basically, you can call like the important data. It's not like, even if your 10th or 12th certificates are not that important as your health data. Your health data is something, if there is some data engineers or machine learning people, they can just have your 15 to 20 days pulse rate and workout sessions, and they can tell like what diseases you can have in future. And it can be sold to insurance company to make the clauses, something like that. So it's like a very like important data which should be basically encrypted. And there's come the blockchain. It gives you encryption, it gives you anonymity, it gives you everything you need to basically secure your data. So that's why blockchain.
So I think the question should be asked to the Web2 companies that why not blockchain? Because what blockchain is doing is that it is democratizing the data ownership right now. And everybody knows that medical data is very, very sensitive. If it gets leaked, the patient's privacy gets compromised, and it makes the doctors as well liable for the medico legal cases. So blockchain is solving all those problems. It is giving the users the power to own their data. Earlier, what used to happen is that if you used to visit a doctor, he used to share the data, a censored version of the findings that he has taken. But through blockchain, a patient gets to know all his complete medical records. So that is why we had to make the switch. And there were many instances with the healthcare management platforms where the data were leaked and a lot of liabilities were generated. So I think the question should be, why not blockchain?
Actually, adding to point of Aayush, um, see, the thing is, healthcare data is so sensitive that I will tell you, one of my friend is having allergy from paracetamol, and whenever we go to doctor, either it's accident, either your leg is broken, either anything, to cure that, like to basically decrease the pain, they give you paracetamol, right? Now let's say he just go to a doctor, he does not know that he is allergic, because the first medicine he will give is paracetamol, okay, till the results come, like the blood checkup results come, okay, and then he get to know that he is having allergy. So here come the blockchain. Blockchain can directly tell doctor, okay, he is allergic. Also, the thing is immutable. Yeah, let's say there is some health data which I basically just go and mute that, okay, this person is having allergy from paracetamol, and then basically it can be, used like for different purposes to attack someone or anything. That's why. Thank you.
I wish you all the best for your Web3 journey. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much. You all are the finalists for BizThon 2.0. The hackathon, the business hackathon that we host as TDeFi, the idea and the vision behind BizThon is to bring ideas to a reality. As we believe that ideas lose, people don't. We believe in the founders. We believe in the people who are building it. The kind of thoughts that you shared said a lot about your journey as an entrepreneur. And we would like to facilitate you with a small token of appreciation. We'd like to call upon stage Mr. Atiq Farooqi, founder of TradeDog. A big round of applause for him. We are the last one to... Let's begin with Mr. Naman Sidharth, founder and CEO of Energy Labs. Ms. Jasmine Brunson, founder of Rektify AI.
Because you'll get the badge and then you have to give it to me. Okay. Because that open version is one only.
Mr. Aayush Garg, co-founder for Docplix. Mr. Sukant Jha, co-founder for DEWA. And Mr. Martin from MetaGymLand. Thank you so much for your participation in BizThon. It was a pleasure having you. We look forward to working with you in future. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That brings us to the closure of day 2, and we'll see day 3, and we'll see you tomorrow again on the stage. Bye-bye. Have a safe good night.